button. Make sure audio appears to be working, which it does. Yeah, okay. No, that's fine. I don't need those frames. Okay, cool. My goodness, though, this is not great. About 65% of my frames have been skipped due to rendering lag. Hopefully that number goes down. I need a few frames to actually stream. Right now it looks like we're running, like I saw, at 2 FPS, but whatever. Okay, whatever. Hello, Potato. Okay, I think we should be good to go ahead and start. I can't see any reason not to. We're going to go ahead and probably start off with grinding for the bit board. In today's stream, I do plan on doing quite a bit of grinding for currency, since I will be buying a few of the last things remaining for me that count for completion percent. Mainly going to be going over the unlockable boards, and then a few Vacs or packs in Remnant World. We'll see how much we actually end up getting to. A lot of these unlockable boards do not count for much percent, so it's going to be whatever when it comes down to it. Yeah, I mean, obviously YouTube algorithm is sometimes weird, with it not showing people videos or whatever, or it randomly showing a video. So it's kind of normal for things to fluctuate on people whether or not they see me. But anyways, for today's stream, we'll be going to go ahead and grind out hopefully a few of these unlockable boards. We aren't going to be going for too expensive stuff, but yeah, we're going to be going for like bitblocks. I've done like 30 minutes of off-stream grinding, so not too much. We'll need to get up to 10 billion ectobits. We are at 1.8, and then we're also going to be going for king of the board, and we're currently at like 0 or something remnant tokens, so that might be a little bit more expensive. Overall, it probably will take us around an hour to do both of these, maybe an hour and a half. And then once we're done with that, I'll see about going for either some more packs or Vacs, or swapping over to grinding out a few other things that I'm missing for my game completion. But yeah. Hello, JP. Hello, Caleb. One of the big things that I am missing that does actually count for game completion percent is actually these pets and boards from the boss chest. So grinding for a few of these might be something I do in the soon. Actually, talking about that, like I do have, I think, a singular boss chest, so go ahead and open that. Anyways, but yeah, we're just going to go ahead and continue with grinding. Go ahead and equip a glitchy X gum, and then go ahead and just start grinding out the pets and board, or the currency I need. Do I remember you? It rings a bell. I don't remember the last time I saw you in a stream though, so I can't say I really do. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get started. Grinding currency is a little bit, or actually grinding anything on stream is a little bit scuffed just due to the streaming lag that I have. So it's not going to be as efficient as I was doing off stream, which will probably adjust how much I actually take for this. So it's probably going to be closer to an hour of grinding for it rather than the estimated 30 minutes, because yeah, this gets rough sometimes. Stream that I grinded Blue Bunny. Oh, okay, so either last stream or the stream like 3 months ago. I've actually recently grinded it on my main account, so it's kind of hard to remember exactly which stream that was. But anyways, hello. But yeah, the thing about grinding currency is compared to items, you really kind of only need to focus on the ghosts with higher health just because they give more of the currency. So we don't need to actually worry too much about grabbing all the ghosts from the reverse city and data stream just because they give quite a substantial less amount of ecto bits and therefore aren't as worth it to go ahead and grab. So today we'll be grinding currency for the unlockable boards and some packs and Vacs. Specifically the bit square board thingy for backdoor and the cool. I really do need to swap that over from a client side to a server side timer for the Really? Where's my FPS going? Description of Bitbox is accurate. Yeah. But yeah, no, we'll be going for Bitbox and King of the Board. Depending on how bad our lag is, it should take somewhere between 30 minutes to an hour. I did a little bit. I did like 30, or not even 30 minutes. I did like 15 minutes of off-stream grinding for gum. So I have a decent supply of that. And then I also did, if you look at my gem amount, a little bit of unboxing of some gem chests off stream. So I have a couple gems from that. This might be the last stream I do on this rebirth on this account. I'm thinking about starting after this, since this is episode 40, just going ahead and rebirthing finally on this account, and then heading off to try to go ahead and get a few rebirths going to hopefully maybe progress a little bit more on it. But I don't really know. It's one of those things where I've kind of completed the game as much as I kind of care about, so I don't really have a plan going forward as to what to do with this account. The thing about saving time is that is actually a bad idea for gums. If you think about something like boss gum, if you can just stop the timer on it when it's disabled, basically what you can do is actually just use one boss gum and then grind an hour or 2 hours worth of bosses or whatever with just using one boss gum, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of the gum only lasting 2 minutes. I know it's a really common idea when you're grinding something like loot gum or something like that, where you actually use the time on it. But it doesn't really make sense in the long term. Also, I really hate this. I have no idea. Yeah, every time I grind while lagging, it is so annoying to just watch the overcharge timer just slowly tick down while the gum timer just goes like that, past it. It's one of the things I've been wanting to fix for a while, and I just kind of forgot about, more or less. Yeah, no, I understand. Most of the time I do these streams, it's well, anytime you do a stream, someone's not going to be able to make it just because of time zones and whatnot, or they're busy, or they have school on that day. But yeah, so I don't expect people to make it. I really should be doing like videos on these streams, so that people who can't make it to the stream can actually still catch up with the content. But it's kind of it's one of those things that I'm not the greatest at making videos, so I tend to not do it, despite me knowing that I should. Also, it's a good thing that I am getting like a decent amount of currency from this. Like, we are lagging a lot, but we're also getting about the currency I was expecting. It would be a lot better if I could actually make a consistent 2 cycles instead of this 1.5 that I currently have going on. I really just need to buy an upgrade to my PC. But yeah. Hello, Solo. Yeah, clicking teleport or clicking C will automatically teleport you to something that you set in here. It's pretty useful for grinding for like currencies and whatnot, or gum or whatever. It's not as useful for navigating a world to like a specific area, just because it takes a while to go select. Yeah, unboxing isn't really too fair right now for so many reasons. It's one of those things that I do plan on adjusting eventually, but one of the things that I want to do before I tackle it is really balance the currency grinding, because currency grinding is also kind of broken. But it's definitely on my radar. I do want to make a more optimized unboxing system that's fair for everyone. It's just one, yeah, it's not as straightforward as just, oh yeah, fix it, because one of the things is that I'm going to need to nerf unboxing for PC. It's like, there's no question about it. It's a little bit way too whack. And I can't just nerf it and then provide a new, or I could, but I don't want to just nerf it and provide a new system as it is right now, because there's other things broken with the unboxing system that I kind of want to fix at the same time. But yeah. What are the plans in the next update? There's already actually been a few leaks for the next update. One of the, yeah, on Twitter and whatnot. It's more of a quality. It's again more of a quality of life update. I think a lot of my updates have been quality of life stuff, which is good in some respects. I know a lot of people like them, but does make it a little bit less exciting for people who play. But yeah, I've said this before. A big one is going to be focusing on some private server stuff that people have been requesting for years now. That for whatever reason haven't been added yet. And then additional to that, adding a few other helpful stuff in that update. Quick lock and unlock. There's something else cool in that update too that people have probably aren't going to care at all about. But yeah, there's stuff. Yeah, no, actually going for developer chest items is actually a lot better. I mean, it is a little bit slower to grind. I swear, every time I come down into this area, it just lags a lot. But yeah, no, grinding final boss is a lot fair for people. Same thing with other stuff. The big ones for those is just having like 2 times game pass and 2 times items to grind for gum, which is an entry bar, but it isn't as unfair as having in terms of like what console you're playing on, because even if it's kind of hard to do it on console, it doesn't like drastically change the unbox time like it does having an auto clicker on PC. All right, we're about a third of the way to getting the bitbox. It is definitely a slow process, a lot slower with the lag than I was expecting. Or no, the lag's a lot worse than I was expecting, but it's going to be about the same speed as I was expecting, just due to the fact that we only need a couple small percentages of ghost when compared to like gum grinding or whatever. But yeah. But yeah, grabbing the permanent perks before rebirthing does help quite a bit. I know permanent magnet is one that people grab a lot, but yeah. Deadbolt, that's literally already in testing. It's already been patched in testing. Like going, or okay, no, it's in the testing right now. Checking my head. No, but when you actually look at it, there's a lot more wrong with like the backdoor shop, and I don't know why that's the case. Like, has it? Yes. You literally go read patch notes. But yeah, there's I don't understand why it's such a mess in backdoor for so long, because it's pretty much been there since the game first came out, or since backdoor first came out. I'm assuming it was intentional in some respects, but at the same time, I am literally, it just looks like it was messed up. There's already been a few leaks, and there's not actually been too much work since I did those leaks last Friday on Bloxbite Twitter. Was it Friday or was it Thursday? But yeah, anyways, I've been pretty much gone all weekend, so not too much else has been added yet. Hello. Alright, that should be enough. The overcharge spot, overcharging in backdoor always feels so nice with just one-shotting ghosts. I would guess that music is something that Ghost Simulator stopped worrying too much about. Like if you look at the clothing store, that used a Roblox option for the music there. It's just one of those things that music, like custom music, is expensive. And to be honest, Ghost Sim hasn't had the popularity that it had right when it started, so it doesn't make as much sense to be making music for every new world. Also, yeah, I don't think we're going to be adding music to too much stuff in future Ghost Sim stuff, but yeah. No, it's not necessarily that finding music's hard. It's just like using music you have. Creating your own music for stuff is expensive. Like I don't know how much it costs for Ghost Sim to do the hire B-Slick for music for Main Hub, Ghost World, all that stuff. But I'd imagine it's not cheap. And no, they didn't have like a composer. They hire B-Slick for it, so it's more like a. It's more like they commission someone to do it. And B-Slick, as far as I'm aware, would probably still be someone they would commission if it was thought to be needed. But yeah, new music isn't a priority for the game at this point. It's one of those things that people don't really notice beyond like the first few songs most of the time. But yeah. Yeah, I know. Guys, I made the credits. I know where it happened. I didn't do it intentionally, but it is what it is. I kind of followed the format for the previous ones, but yeah. I kind of did the credits. It's kind of bad. In section. Anyway, someone asked about my pets. On this account, my pets are, pretty bad. Like, if we just go ahead and sort by here, we have quite a wide range. It's mostly quest pets from, Remnant Zone, with, one from a crate. It's kind of bad because there is really no pet progression in the game at this point, which is so bad. I really do want to fix that, but it does take a lot of work to either add new pets is kind of a pain, or to rework the pets that we have into a more stable plot. It's not as easy as I was thinking it would be. But yeah. But yeah, that's my pets on this team. It's 3 godly pets with same stats-ish, and then Glitch Ghost from King's Quest, which is pretty nice. I could be rocking the Dutchmans that I have, but I do feel like part of the rules that we have for this account is not using those. So we aren't going to use those until we actually rebirth again, I think. And do away with some of the more hard mode rules and just go towards a free-to-play account rules. On my main account, my pet team is a little bit better. It's like 2 Sandstorms, 2 Divines, and then 2 Dev Classifieds, in like the reverse order for how good they are stat-wise. But yeah, I really do need to, on my main account, grind for some more sandstorm, sunspots, mushies or whatever, because I'm kind of behind stat-wise on that. I mean, before that, I kind of need to finish up the rebirths that I said I was going to go for, but yeah. I could, but for giveaways that I do myself, I would much rather grind them out. It eliminates any sort of like dev abuse or complaints like that, since I'll just have it. It is just so much easier for like everyone involved not to worry about me abusing dev powers to do giveaways for my own personal benefit. And I also prefer it. It feels a lot more natural for me to give away stuff from my own inventory than to... do it through dev powers. Guys, I'm pressing my mouse button and it isn't overcharging. I don't care. Okay, how much more gum do we have? I feel like we're running low. No, we still have 10. Okay, we're fine. What rebirth options? I have done one rebirth on this account, and that was I grabbed Ghostly Vision for that. Part of this account is grinding through the game efficiently. But yeah, if you guys are going to do rebirths for yourself, I would recommend Master Hunter first, since it saves quite a bit more time being able to vacuum 3 ghosts from the start of an account. It is like such an underrated perk having extra streams. But yeah, then Ghostly Vision, and then once you have those, going to either any Tycoon really at that point. But ideally either Bit Tycoon or Remnant Tycoon, since those are the best currency to gem spots for your time. And sometimes though, it's like overcharge. Come on, work. Oh, man, I should just check to see what's going on with overcharge, because it's kind of weird sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube algorithm, for whatever reason, sometimes decides that it will actually recommend streams. I have been noticing that recently. I've been seeing more streams in my YouTube stuff, so maybe that's why. But yeah, so sometimes it's because this stream's actually more interesting, and then other times it's just because YouTube decided, oh yeah, no, we'll recommend your stream to a few more people than usual. But yeah, no, it's whatever. Hello, Sam. Alright, anyways, we do really need to start trying to grab more of these ghosts, because I think we are behind on our expected time now. Like, we had 20 gums to go ahead and do this. We'll be able to convert a few more, but I kind of want to get the few more that we convert after we grind out the currency, so that we can use those on Remnant Zone, because Remnant Zone, despite it being only the third to last board instead of the second to last board that Bit box is, it will It will be quite a bit more, or it will be a similar amount of grinding just because of how Remnant Zones lay down. But yeah, the goal will be hopefully to get a few packs and Vacs in addition. I don't know. I kind of want to get like all the packs and Vacs before I rebirth, but like it is a lot of currency for those, so we'll always have to see. Yeah, only at 77, shaking my head. So low. No, I've been meaning, I'm like 10 rebirths behind on my main account, and I've been meaning for like the longest time to just catch up on those. And honestly, I don't think I will at this point. No, I'm leaving that in for now. It's not worth my time to add barriers just to prevent you guys from moving around. It's fine. But like the one thing I will say is that some of those are definitely a bit hard to get. Like I think the one that's found in the junk or the city area, that one I can understand people not being able to find. But like the other ones are kind of a little bit better to figure out. So just as long as you use a few brain cells. But yeah, the game's kind of trained you not to use your brain cells when trying to solve stuff. I know for a lot of the puzzles, it's kind of just a mess trying to figure out what exactly you need to do to figure out a puzzle, so you just go wiki it. I don't really watch any YouTube on Ghost Simulator, like, or really anything YouTube on what I play. I kind of prefer to play games and watch them be played, if I can play them. Generally, what I watch will be stuff like other games that I'm not ever really planning on playing or whatnot, just to see them. I think Thunder actually added that cow more recently. I don't really know. I don't pay attention to the scenery like that. Hello. Okay, right now my seat just keeps sinking, and I can feel it slowly sinking. So annoying sometimes. I don't understand it. Like, sometimes it's just fine, but other times I'll just randomly drop a few inches, and it's just kind of painful like that. Titles are an interesting idea. I feel like they've been kind of overused in other games. I don't know. I never use titles in other games, so I'm probably a bit biased on my dislike for them. And I mean, I feel like the title system Ghost Sim already has for the roles is pretty good indicator of why we don't need roles and titles and whatnot. But whatever. All right, bye, Sam. Chat titles? Yeah, I don't know. I just know whenever I see a game with them, I could literally care less about which one. It's just because everyone has one, so it just becomes kind of silly to care about them. How many clicks does it take to do an overcharge game? Yeah, I know what you mean. It's definitely something that it's fun to collect stuff like that. I just know if you can collect every single one, there's no point to really have them. And then, like, also, like, half the titles that get added, it's like, oh yeah, unbox 5 pets. And it's like, oh, everyone has that. Why would anyone pet that as their title or whatever? And like, it just becomes kind of silly, the amount of titles that are in the game. At least in my opinion, like, there's just so many that just become useless and garbage and no one cares about that, like, having them in the first place is just kind of weird. Also, please tell me we are almost done with this, because I am close to being done with this. This is getting quite laggy and obnoxious. Very quickly. Anyways, the funny thing is, like, we're doing all of this for a single board. It's kind of ridiculous. Like this isn't even for 1%. We are down to the pretty much the end in terms of like what percents we can actually get. I think if we did like hours of boss grinding, we could get the boss board pets. Yeah, it is like we have like 20 unlockable, or we have like 15 unlockables left to get, and then like 20 journal entry stuff. Also, like, this lag is literally the worst right now. It is. It's not even. It's not even fair. Can you guys notice how annoyed I am with the overcharge right now? Like, half the time it's not even proccing. No, I'll buy a better PC at some point. It's just like, right now there's no reason to. It serves me well enough for most stuff, but like, it is, especially now that I could just optimize the game a little bit. It's probably a better idea for me to optimize the game than to just upgrade my issue out of it, or upgrade my PC out of the issue. Okay, here's the thing about adding a different, like, quality mode. It is so stupidly hard to actually add it. Like, it is not literally just like, oh yeah, here's a setting, go hit potato mode. No, you have to do backend, you have to figure out what's causing lag, and actually fix it on that mode. And in some respects, if you're doing that, you might as well just fix it for everyone. All right, we only need to do this for a little bit longer, which is a good thing, because I'm getting a little bit more than annoyed at the overcharge. Anyways, I'm not like, there's already a low quality mode, and I would add more stuff to low quality mode to make it actually like better. If I was going to do stuff like that. It's, and like, partially is I have no idea how to optimize. Like, I literally have zero clue on what's causing, or I have very little clue on what's causing lag, and how to fix it, because it's not something like how the inventory is managed, where I can look at the inventory and just be like, oh yeah, you shouldn't be calling a sort every time you add something to the inventory. You shouldn't be redoing every single display thing every single time. Stuff like that. It's not the same as that. It's details like line. No, like. Okay, the thing is, if you've ever played on Roblox or ever done development on Roblox, you know how Roblox somewhat works. I do not think there's an easy way to go through and just delete stuff. Like, that's not just something you can just go do it with like 5 clicks of a button. No, you'd have to go through and like mess with every single thing to figure out where how to delete. If you want to like delete a tree or whatnot, you have to go specify that tree to be deleted. Yeah, no, I am so I'm probably a little bit tired. I kind of got less sleep in the last weekend than I usually do, so that's definitely not going to help the stream. I was debating on delaying this stream for a little bit longer, like tomorrow or something, or maybe a little bit later today, but I decided against it. But yeah, tis a system. You can definitely though tell like when the gum timer starts at like 70 and the overcharge timer starts at 50, and the overcharge timer takes a lot more time than the gum timer, that it is a client-side lag issue. But yeah. Is Lua considered an easy program? It's actually fairly... I would say it's fairly easy. I don't know exactly what the definition of easy versus hard is in programming, because that's... Like, see, we overcharge at like 80, so right now we're at a pretty consistent, about 15 or 19 seconds ahead of the gum time. If I get any bit of lag, you'll start to notice that that time between it decreases. Lua, it would probably be somewhere around like a 4 out of 10. It's... You can pretty much get away with doing anything with it. It isn't like, oh yeah, there's only one way to program something to work. But like one of the issues is when you have that much flexibility, it breeds mistakes and errors and lag or whatever. But yeah, you know how I said that we had 19 seconds between when we started this overcharge? We're now down to a 10-second gap. Now 9-second gap. And I think this is our last Glitchy X gum, and we got a little bit less than what I was thinking I would get, but whatever. Yeah, no, if you start points at like 0, it definitely makes stuff weird. Like I know this happens with like kill death ratios. Like when someone first starts playing, if they get 1 kill before they die or whatever, if they get 1 death before they get a kill, their numbers just go super weird. So generally what happens is that they'll give like a hidden base of like 1 or whatever. So it'll show you have 0 deaths or whatever, but when it calculates your KDR, it'll calculate as if you have 1 death. Like, can I click? Apparently, yes, I can click. That only took me like 20 seconds to figure out how to do an overcharge. But yeah, so they'll have it hidden like 1x, so instead of it being like, oh, instead of you having an infinite nan KDR, it will just display it as a 100, like a 1, and then you have 2 kills, it'll display it as a 2.0. Same thing with like Roblox likes or whatever, or maybe not likes. I think with likes it actually does do it, but yeah. Oops, I broke that. Alright, so we'll probably need to use like 4 basic XCOM to go ahead and just get the last little bit there. Once we do have this done, we will go ahead and go to convert the items that we've gotten from this, and then go to Remnant Zone, and then hopefully grind out Remnant, or the King of the Board or whatever. But yeah. We aren't we aren't too far away. We should be able to get there pretty quickly here. But yeah, one of the things that like grinding in a Remnant Zone, you actually do like with every other world you have better packs or Vacs than the best one in that world. With main hub and Ghost World, it's pretty easy because you have all the stuff up through Remnant Zone. But like even in Backdoor, you have the Heroes pack set, which really helps with like being able to grab more ghosts at a time, and not having to like sell or whatever as regularly, so you can get more use on a gum. But like with Remnant Zone, it's a little bit more difficult to go ahead and do that. Yeah, we're almost there. We're kind of on the final stretch. Honestly, when you grind for some of these boards, I feel sometimes like, oh, maybe I can just go off stream and grind for the last one because it's only 10 times longer. And then you do the math and it's like, oh, wait, that's 400 hours instead of, or 400 minutes instead of 40 minutes, which is 6 whole hours. And I don't have time for that. I wish I did, but no, it's not like we're going to be able to get the maximum game completion percent on this cow before we rebirth. I don't know if that's worth my time. Oh, we aren't even using basic XCOM. As I'm neither European nor Polish, I know Poland is. I believe it's called Polish people? Yeah, yeah. Anyways, it's at least applies to people. But I'm not European and definitely don't come from any of those countries, so I cannot help with that argument. Anyways, 300 away. We should be able to get this in the next cell, I think. Or in the next XCOM. No, 2 more XCOM. Yeah, we've also gotten a decent amount of items. It's definitely better for me to do this grinding off stream. It's a lot less laggy, and therefore I can get a little bit more done in my time. But, well, it's not too bad to do the grinding right now. So, yeah. That's not how that works. Just because I'm an American and I moved to Spain does not mean all of a sudden Spanish is American. It is or English or whatever. It is that's not exactly how it works. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, all I really know is cheeseburger. Yeah, that's about the extent of my European knowledge. Yeah, I would really like to see you have a conversation in math that is, like, at all intelligent. Like, you know. All right. I actually think we'll go ahead and use a loot gum for this last run through because we have enough. We have enough currency that we should be able to get it regardless of what we go through. So if I go ahead and use the loot gum, I will get a few more items, which will be more helpful to us than overflowing our bit token reserves. So we'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, 40 integral, you know, sigma notation, x over y exponent 7d, yeah. Fahrenheit? You speak Fahrenheit? There is no Kelvin version of Fahrenheit because, actually I think there is. It's just no one would use it because, like, the only reason to use Kelvin or something base 0 like that is, for science purposes. And, Celsius is so much better for science purpose than Fahrenheit is. Just because people, like, the math that goes into the, we've already done the math to do stuff in Celsius, so why would we reconstruct all that math for just doing it in Fahrenheit? Much easier just to convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius to Kelvin than to, add a whole new system for doing it in Fahrenheit instead. I'm sure there is, and I think I've heard about it, and that I heard the name somewhere. I don't remember it, but yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and convert all this currency that we've just gone ahead and grinded over to a hoverboard. Buy ourselves a bitbox really quickly here. There we go. We are now a proud owner of the bitbox, which is actually a fairly cool board. It's a mythical. Obviously, mythicals are a little bit more hype just because they are a different rarity. I mean, of all the boards, it's not the worst board. It's a bit plain, but you know, yeah. I look back at chat and it's pounds and kilos and, yeah, no thank you. Alright, there you go. We'll convert all of this. Hey, look at that. We got a glitchy boss gum and 5 glitchy lucky gum and 0 glitchy nitro loot gum, which I think is a dub. Anyways, we got a bit more of this. We do have 8 glitchy X gum. That is going to be helpful. But yeah, now let's go ahead and head over to Remnant Zone. We're going to basically do the same process and go ahead and get the king of the board. And then hopefully a vacuum or at least a new pack in there too. I think lettuce and salad get a bad rep because they don't really have too much of a taste. I don't think anyone hates it. It's just they don't like it. It's not like something like coconut where there is actually something you can hate about it. There's just like nothing to it. I mean, there's a little bit of a taste of it, but like it's not It's not if I put a piece of lettuce underneath a steak and then told you to eat that entire thing, you'd say it tastes like steak. You wouldn't say it tastes like lettuce. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and change our starting spot to Crypt. No, we'll actually change it to Phantom Castle, and then we'll do rounds with X-Gum to go ahead and sell with. Guys, you're talking a lot about cooking. I should say I am a cook myself. I can cook pancakes with about a 50% success rate, so I consider myself to be a master in the kitchen. Anyways, I believe we're grinding up to 100 million remnant tokens, so that might actually not be as long as I'm expecting, just based on the fact that we already had 45. But yeah, I wasn't paying attention to how much I sold for, so it might be a decent amount more than what I'm thinking it will need time-wise. But yeah. Nice, yeah, no, the thing about, like, timing games and, like, first-person shooter games, I'm halfway tempted to say I'm bad at those games. I generally just say I'm bad at these games, but I'm thinking that the reason why I'm bad at those games is because, I have a bad PC and not necessarily just because I'm bad at them. Like, maybe if I got a better device and could actually, like, time stuff better, maybe I would actually be halfway decent at, you know, shooting people or tapping or whatever else you do in rhythm games. Are we getting like 9? No, we're getting like 4.5. But yeah, this will take us probably like 15 more minutes to go ahead and get this board, and then we'll probably do another 30. Another hour to get the pack. Oh man, I don't know. I don't think we'll be grinding that long for it. Yeah, I think we'll just grab the board for now. And then I think I'll go to main hub and actually start grinding some racing coins again. Because one of the things that what's that gear between sell and teleport? It's the options menu, so it'll open up the options to where you can actually set your teleport to. It should expand out to say options with this big of a screen, but I have spaghettied up the code in this version of Ghost Sim. In next version, it's fixed, so that it doesn't actually automatically update when it first loads. So it kind of sticks to the defaults. Is it a bug or a glitch when you can't see? Yes, there's a, actually, since Final Boss came out, it's been an issue where the client side can desync from the server, and its position will end up just outside the arena. It happens pretty regularly. I know if you don't skip, it can help a little bit, but like if you have lag at any point, it can happen again. It's something I want to fix at some point, but Mega Bosses are complicated, and the easiest way for me to figure out how to fix it would be to rewrite the entire system, and I don't want to do that. Honestly, just reading what Mega Bosses look like is overwhelming, so I've been avoiding it, which does mean that yeah, people suffer. But it's been an issue since before I became a dev, so I'm not too worried. It's not like I myself have broken something where it's like, oh yeah, I need to fix that ASAP. But yeah. I'm the programmer for the game, so I do code stuff. I'm also... That also generally means I do the game balancing and a lot of feature development. Well, I mean, it definitely means I do all the feature development, but yeah. It does mean I don't get to decide what pets get added, so I can't like really just add a bajillion and one purples to the game, which is unfortunate to say the least. But yeah. Alright, where are we at? We're at about halfway there. No, Mac doesn't actually do development on GoSim. Mackie and Goro are working on new games. Basically, what they are doing is one programmer, one modeler for every single game they have, or that they're working on. So, me and Dark Thunder, which was kind of the modeler that made most of the Remnant world, work on GoSim. Bunny, which is like a third bunny that we have now in the community, and NATO are working on Sentinel. NATO was an old concept person, so they had him as a mod or whatever for random stuff that they needed. And then Mackie and Goro 7 are actually working on a new game that they're working on. So yeah. Yeah. If I needed to figure out something, I could definitely ask Goro what's going on. Generally speaking, though, I know how to read code, so if I want to figure something out, I will go read the code and figure it out from there, because that is a lot less time than asking someone and waiting for their response and then needing them to go over like what exactly code does, because yeah. Half the code that is in Go Simulator, well, I don't know the exact proportion, but like some code is written by Royal, some code is written by Goro, now some code's written by me. It's all written differently. You can tell like looking at it who wrote what, even without like the comments telling you who wrote it. Like anything that Royal writes is a lot different than what Goro writes, and then I write completely differently than both of them, so yeah. But no, knowing how to read code definitely helps quite a bit for understanding what's going on and stuff. I like how you said both of that right before I went ahead and sold, so you're like both actually wrong. I have a little less than 8 million left. Now a little less than 5. Do you leave notes everywhere when you write code? Generally, no. But for Go Simulator, I've been trying to leave at least some helpful stuff when I am thinking about it. But yeah, I'm definitely the type of programmer that will program something and then not add any helpful comments. Sometimes that's fine, like when you're writing a for loop or whatever, like no one really needs to care about that. Like when you write a program, sometimes it's actually pretty self-obvious what's going on. But yeah, no, for Go Simulator, I'm trying to make sure I do have the helpful notes that all the other developers have sort of left. Not as good as Royal left. Royal left a lot of good comments, notes, and all that information on what stuff does. So yeah, no. One of the only issues with Go Simulator stuff is just because it is a 5-year-old game. There's a lot of stuff that you just add on. you when you're writing programs, generally you just add on to what's already there. And sometimes it just creates a mess for 5 years of just adding stuff, and where some stuff could be combined or does a similar function to something else. Yeah, it's something. All right, we do have enough currency now. We'll go ahead and use the rest of this X gum just to get a little bit more currency, because I will kind of want that for other stuff. I don't think I'll go ahead and right now go grinding for the better pack right now, just because like it is going to take a while to do. But yeah. Yeah, I don't think you understand just how many lines of code are in Ghost Simulator at this point. Like, literally every single gum in the game has, like, 50 lines of code in it. So, you know, how many gums are there in the game? Probably, what, like, 80 gums? That's already 400 lines of code. Yeah. To be fair, all that gum does have, code, because I kind of created a base gum system and then copied that code for every single gum. So it has all the nice little comments that it should ish. But yeah, you can't just have ChatGPT write comments for all the code. It's not feasible. Also, when you're talking about code, generally programs are written in a lot of different files. Like GhostSim, for instance, has a lot of different files for everything, which is a good organization. But it doesn't mean, like, you can't just, like, copy-paste one. You have to copy-paste, like, 5 different files if you want to paste it into something new. Which isn't the most efficient. No, let me sell. Actually, I think I did sell in time. But yeah, there we go. We do have enough currency now. We'll go ahead and buy that board. King of the board. Unlock that. There we go. Yeah, we are still chilling at 95% overall game completion. We haven't gotten those 2 more. Alright. Actually, how much does this give us again? Have I unboxed the classified discount yet? No, I have not. Okay, you know what I really want to do right now? Open the Spades Harbinger loot bags, just because I think I do need a few more of those items. So what we are going to do really quick is head over here, because no, I don't have that chest ready. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and use an enchanted gem gum and then open all of these Spade Harbinger loot bags. And just see if we can get the pet from it, because that pet's in the index that I know of. And then also see how many gems we can get from this, which, looking at it, looks like we'll get around 50 million. I like how we just got Phantom's Castle from that. But yeah, that's a decent amount of gems. Emmy knows around 50 million, so not too much in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, we'll go ahead and unbox a few more. We'll go ahead and unbox all the remnant ones too. Alright, that was kind of underwhelming. But yeah. Yes, I know I have enough gems to unbox a classified. I think I could even get up to something silly like a splash or something like that, with the amount of gems I have right now. it's actually really slow to unbox on stream. I tried it last stream and it was literally like 5 crates per second or whatever. It was not it was not an efficient use of my time. Alright, we've played for an hour and a half already. I don't know what my next plan is. Oh, was it good and go ahead and grinding main hub stuff? Yeah, okay, I think that was what it was. Alright, I think we're going to hop over to public main hub servers and then see about grinding bosses and race coins from there. Yeah, that is, I mean, you say less than 3 hours. Yeah, it is not a slow, pace, but it's not, off stream I could get quite a bit faster, so we're not going to do that on stream. Anyways, the reason I'm doing these is for boss chests and, key, and race coins specifically, so. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and burn a bit of our event bait, getting some races up. We're not going to care about getting first in this. Since, yeah, there's not really, with the lag we have, there's not really a good way to go ahead and get first. But we will try to pick up some of the more valuable coins along the way. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, a 30, like, even with a time lapse, like, it's not very interesting to watch someone unbox for a classified. Do I have enough time to grab this? I think I do. Alright, now we need to kind of speed our way to the end, because we do not have much time left. Yes, we finished. That was way too close. I should probably be a little bit smarter on grabbing a little bit less, being a little less greedy. But yeah, no, finishing with race coins is actually kind of important because I do want to go ahead and try to get the legendary and godly from the race shop, because right now all I have for those is actually, let's go open the journal. That's where it's at. I am missing the legendary and godly from that one. I'm also missing the godly from the void crate, but I probably, actually I might grind for that. That'll take a bit of time to grind for. That's like what, 3 hours for enough keys. So yeah, that will be a grind if I wanted to go for that one. Yeah, other stuff in the journal, I'm missing Ace, the godly from the Fade Harbinger, which is unfortunate that we didn't get, and then godly from there. Honestly, we have quite a bit of our journal for boards actually pretty good and complete. It's like 1 or 2 here and there, which is pretty good. Pets is actually the one where we're actually missing quite a bit from. Specifically when it comes to the boss mythicals, because we don't have pretty much none of those. Or yeah, we have actually none of those, but yeah. Yeah. It's definitely one of those things where a lot of people use crate keys on it before, because that was pretty much the only way to get it before, but it's actually not too bad now to go ahead and grind them with race points, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. But yeah, I would like to get at least a few of these for the journal, because right now it's kind of bland. I'm grabbing those 2 coins because they're pretty close, and it's helpful to have some of those. And obviously we'll try to grab all the purple ones because those are the best ones. We have plenty of time to finish races. It's not like, or at least the 2-minute races, you have plenty of time to do it, just because they're quite a bit longer. We still got second. It looks like other people are still finishing, which is kind of surprising. I do know that some of the races people do get lost on, but yeah, that should be another like 30 coins, I think. 35 coins. So basically another 2 crates. I want to get up to something like 500, 1,000 of those before we do anything. Just to have a decent shot at actually getting the goblet or whatnot. I'll probably go ahead and swap over to another hoverboard. I'm not a big fan of. Okay, 25 racing coins. I'm not a big fan of Bitbox. I do kind of like Airplane a little bit more. Actually, let's go grab King of the Board. Yeah, I don't think I've equipped this one before. But yeah, the plan will hopefully be to get quite a few loot bags so that we can actually make a decent stab at getting some of those godlies, or mythicals, because that's definitely a large percentage of my missing game completion, or it's probably around 1%, all those missing mythicals, but yeah. Do you make quest lines or participate in help making quest lines? Not really. Generally, the quest lines we commission, or people are commissioned for that. I add them into the game and can make executive decisions to change like what quests go where and whatnot, or how difficult the quests are. But yeah, for the most part, that's other people writing them. The dialogue is almost always completely other people, with literally a very few edits done by me just to make it a little bit seamless, or to match a changed requirement or something. But yeah. Generally, I'm just adding those, copy paste. We aren't going to be getting a good... Actually, we do kind of need it. This one's a little bit longer than the other one, so we do need to kind of make sure we don't dilly-dally too much. Otherwise, we are going to end up not completing on time. Especially if this lag continues to be this bad. No, I'm not, I generally like to make it pretty hard. But yeah, never, I do kind of prefer balancing quest lines, and I mean, I've played the game quite a bit, so it's not the worst balance. I'm not the worst at balancing stuff, I don't think. But yeah, for instance, the Blue Bunnies questline, when adding that one, I did make that one a lot harder than what it was initially like sketched up to be. Just because I was like, hey, this is a one-time questline at the end of the game. It can be pretty difficult for some people. Anyways, we got last place on that race. Congratulations to us. We did get 29 racing coins though, so I will take that. Yeah, making it balance is... part of it is I know, like, bosses are a great way to make a game, or difficulty, because I know how long a boss will take, and it doesn't really matter whether you're a new player or an old player. It's going to take pretty much the same amount of time to do a boss, so generally difficulty I add in bosses just because of that. But like remnant coins or other ghosts or whatever, there's pretty good ways to make that so that it is not too hard, but also not super easy. Like, just because of how Ghost Sim's programmed, like, you're going to take a similar amount of time to grab ghosts as long as you can. You aren't spending more than, like, 5 seconds vacuuming them. Yeah, okay. This is something I have heard. I can't say I've learned it because I don't really probably not I haven't really applied it. But if you are making something, like, one of the things is if you make a game or if you make a puzzle, you're going to end up making it harder than what you think, or harder than you plan, because, like, for you, since you're designing it, since you've played it for so long, you know how it works, and so, like, if you make it a difficulty for you, it's going to be a lot harder for everyone else who has to learn it and whatnot. So yeah, one of the things is having other people play test it for difficulty is a decent way to do it, or making it easier than what you are wanting it to be, because you are going to make it overly difficult. We're going to grab this one too, and then we're going to book it to the end, because this is way too low FPS to realistically finish the race on time. Yeah, no, we're lost. I should probably see about extending that race time, because, like, that is a bit it's a bit of a tight timer there. Yeah, I can probably easily extend it to 1:30. Or a minute, 30 seconds. So yeah, we have 6 crates so far. No, yeah, but keeping it as a nice round number is also important. So 130 is what it's going to be. Yeah, I don't see any reason not to do that, to be honest. Alright. Yeah, 95% game completion's a pretty good mark. I might I think next stream, if I really do need to figure out something else to do, because I don't know. There's not much left to really do on this account. It is kind of getting to the end of the road on it. I'm not going to grab this coin unless it's a purple one, time-wise. Yeah, okay, not worth it. Yeah, no, it's definitely one of those things where grinding takes quite a bit longer. It's not one of those things where we have quests to focus on where we do something different. It definitely gets quite a bit boring to do this grinding. Anyways, I think we got like 30 or so coins from that one, so that's pretty good. Right now, yeah, I'm kind of just grinding races. 18 racing coins? Okay, that was a lot less than I was expecting. But I'm also grabbing the bosses for the chance at getting one of those mythical bosses. Or boss pets. Yeah, there's really not much else I could actually do this stream, is the interesting thing. Like, it's either grind currency or grind bosses. I could grind some mega bosses. I think that would be somewhat interesting. I could do like 2 finals or something like that. With like glitchy boss gum, and then use those to get a few things from that chest. It won't count for game completion %, but it could be interesting to see if we can get anything like a death head or something for stats. But yeah, really options are quite limited on what we have left to actually get in this on this account. Yeah, the issue with doing mega bosses is that I am going to have a bit of lag during them. Like, you can already tell, like, during some races I'm quite laggy. So it becomes a little bit of a 50-50 split on whether or not it's actually interesting. That being said, I think we could definitely do at least one of yeah, no, mega bosses are pretty bad in terms of lag. Not really surprised when people report issues with them. So, sometimes when like bugs are like exceptionally bad, it's actually like Roblox just deleting, like, not working correctly. Like, there was a time on stream, I think like 2 years ago now, where the physics of like Roblox just completely broke. Like, you'd go through blocks or whatever. Nothing really worked anymore, which was hilarious. But yeah, sometimes weird bugs Roblox will actually cause. Definitely going to grab that. Alright, there we go. Oh, we aren't last for once! We're probably still last because the next person will DNF, but, whatever. I think we'll, in, like, after... We'll do 2 more races, and then after those races, we'll go ahead and, after that, we'll go ahead and do a few final bosses. I think it'd be interesting to do, like, 2 of them. That'll probably take us, like, I don't know, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. We'll do it in a public server just because. But yeah. Anyways, how many coins do I have? I'm debating if I want to just continue saving these coins or if I want to spend them now. All right, we'll get up to probably like 220. That's like 11 crates. I kind of want to get up to at least like something like 50 crates, or 20 crates or 30 crates. Yeah, I want more crates than this. So we're not going to spend it right now. We'll continue saving for a while. I would be surprised if we're actually able to finish this race without lower FPSs. Yeah, we aren't even able to finish this race just because of how stupid lag is. Alright, we're almost here. We'll do this boss, we'll sell all of our currency, and then we'll do one last race, or maybe race then sell. And then I think we'll swap over to Bloxbite HQ and do some grinding there. We'll do at least one we'll do at least one final boss. Use a glitchy or an enchanted boss scum actually on that. And we'll see how that goes if we want to go ahead and do another one. Because I know grinding final boss can get quite laggy quite quickly. I think I failed it now like 3 or 4 times on stream on this account. So yeah, it's alright, goal will be to grab coins, once I grab all the coins, and then get to the end, so, All right, 24 racing coins. We'll go ahead and hit a X gum really quick. Probably just the glitchy that I have a decent amount of, and then we'll go ahead and sell. There you go. And then now that we have that, we'll go ahead and head over to Fluxbet HQ. And grind a final boss or two. The main goal for this, main goal is just to grab a few keys. Ideally get a few good pets. If we can get a dev head, that will actually be an upgrade stat-wise. Small upgrade, not huge. I don't even think it would technically upgrade any of these just because they have higher levels. But if we do manage to get a pet upgrade, that'd be nice. It's also just doing something to fill out a little bit more of a journal that doesn't count for game completion. Yes, if you get close enough, you can dodge it. Other than that, though, like, it is kind of meant to just hit one person. So if you play with multiple people, sometimes it won't aim for you. But yeah, if you get close enough, you can avoid it if you aren't lagging. Which is kind of silly that that's how that works, but it's by far not the worst. Attack in the game. It's better than some of the attacks that'll just glitch out and completely break the entire final boss fight. Honestly, none of... Like, if you aren't lagging, actually the green lasers that explode aren't actually that hard to avoid. Just because they are just kind of... You just need to kind of move in a different direction than where you're heading. As long as you aren't too close to the boss. If you're too close, then they travel too fast. But yeah, since they aim for where you will be, they're a little bit of a trick to avoid. If anyone wants to see something funny, we don't have any errors yet, which is kind of weird. But yeah, by the end of this, we'll definitely have a few hundred, maybe not a few hundred, but we'll have like 1 or 2 errors or whatever in the dev log, which is kind of funny. Also, is it just me, or is all of the characters other than Shelly just gone from the fight? Like after you lose your jetpack. Generally they disappear after you lose your hoverboard, but like I feel like I accidentally did something and now all of like Blaze and Luna are just gone from this fight. Ow. Yeah, they don't do damage, they don't really do anything, but it would be kind of funny if I accidentally deleted them. Somehow. I think for one, it serves for lore, and two, it actually serves as a kind of a guide for the player as to what they should be doing. Like them shooting at the pillars or shooting at the player kind of serve to go be like, indicate to the player what they should be doing. Should they be shooting at the pillar? Should they be shooting at the boss? Move around to dodge attacks, all that fun stuff. But yeah, it's mostly for the lore aspect, I would guess. Of just having something interesting during the fight, making it like look like there's more going on to the fight than there actually is. Yeah, gum definitely does help during the last few phases of Final to help you dodge stuff. I just never use gum just because I'm not used to it. Alright, that'll be breaking shortly here. You can tell I'm behind on the attacks when this dude goes up on a platform before my lava even raises. Oh, this isn't even 5 FPS. We're at like 1 FPS. Like, just in like how much it's rendering per second. Like if you look at my shots, like you can see when the shots are just super slow. Oh, I think this FPS over here is actually a slight, I don't know, it's definitely off by a bit, but yeah. But yeah, if you're close enough to the boss and not running a potato, you're able to actually, if you are right next to the boss, dodge that green laser. It's harder to pull off when you move slower, but... Also, I'm not going to be complained by being targeted by that green laser because I'm doing a lot less work than the other person is with me. So if I'm being hit, they aren't, so they can actually still continue to do stuff. But yeah, what's scary is when the attacks start overlap like that with the lag. That's when stuff actually starts to break. So every time that I see an attack doing something that it shouldn't, like overlapping with another one, I'm always a little bit worried that we're about to just straight up crash, or the fight's just going to end. Actually, I can do an overcharge right now. Bye-bye, UI. Yeah. No, a lot of the bugs in the thing, like one of the ones that people very commonly, or maybe not very commonly, but one of the most noticeable ones is when like the time freeze attack, you get stuck in that. It happens more frequently than it should, but it's been reported quite a bit. That is when that end of the attack is, instead of it continuing and ending the attack properly, it swaps over to a new attack without finishing up that attack, which like undoing the freeze, undoing your screen error, and that's just one of the bigger bugs in the game. Is but yeah, it's a lot more noticeable when you're laggy. I don't even think we're getting hit, right? No, we got hit. Okay. Yeah, overcharge does a little bit of damage. It's not really super noticeable, especially when you have more players, because it's 10% divided by the amount of players. Since we have 2 players right now, it does 5%. The big thing about it is it does it to the client, or to the server side position of the ghost. So since the server side position of the ghost is always where it is when it does like the jump attack or whatever, the server side position is still within the, like, where it started, but you just can't see it. It's in the sky on the client. So even though you can't shoot at it, you can still do an overcharge and it'll hit it on the server, dealing a little bit of damage, which is minorly helpful. It's not as helpful as you'd think. It's just much better to just be shooting most of the time. Anyways, the shield should be breaking any moment here. Hitbox and stuff is super jank, I'm going to be honest. Hey, you mind? Alright. Yeah, he's about to just jump straight out of the arena for us, so you probably aren't going to be able to find him anytime soon here. Yeah, he's just gone for us. Like, you can see this other person still shooting, but our orbs just go straight into the wall. That's because the boss is literally glitched out of the arena for us. Or maybe doesn't even exist. Yeah, maybe it just doesn't even exist. Oh, time freeze attack. I don't think we're getting untime frozen. And if you want to look what the error... Wow, we have no errors? That's silly. Ideally, we get another time freeze attack so we can actually dodge this one. Alright, cool. We're getting another time freeze attack, so we'll get unfrozen after this. Our screen won't go back to normal, but we'll at least be able to get a reward and play. But yeah, it should be around a 15-second defeat time left. So, not the fastest final boss fight in the world, but wait, Claire... Guys... Like, there's nothing I could have done. I think since the boss doesn't lose until afterwards, I think the it ran out of time, more shots hit it, so it died after the time ran out. But like, seriously, this is it. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's not at the moment. I don't actually I haven't done too much grinding on my main account, and so I don't actually have too many dev heads left. Or, I don't think I have any, really. I have like 6. It's kind of low. Alright, I do kind of want to see when Blaze and Una and whatnot disappear on this, because generally they're helping you fight. Yeah, no, it's definitely going to be something fixing lag with the game. It's not something I look forward to. Because, like, the system... It's a... Yeah. How do you get dev heads? They're in the developer chest, so fighting final boss will give you them. You know, the actual goal is to actually come in, find me in a server, and French get a French guillotine. That's actually how you go ahead and get it. So everyone that you see with Makimon on the head, they went in and got a set up a guillotine and just. But yeah, Final Boss in a nutshell. This is probably going to be the last fight we do on this. I can't imagine I want to do too much more grinding than this, because this is a pain. But yeah, we'll do this one. We'll get 5 keys. We'll go spend those 5 keys, 1 on each chest. And then we'll see which chest gives us the best stuff. Actually, do you guys want to bet on which chest will give us the best thing? I'm fairly sure we're going to get the best thing from, probably Coven K's chest. I'm expecting a nice solid tater from that one. Oh yeah, that'd be a good pull. Alright, which chest will give us the best item? Oh, you can only have up to 4 options in the pull. That's unfortunate. Alright, I guess you guys just don't get an option. You guys don't get an option of choosing Diddy's crate. Manifesting your dev classified, yeah, that would be utter insanity if we got a dev classified on this camp. Alright, meanwhile, yeah, keep targeting me with that laser. There you guys go, pull time. I think we just phased through a sphere. How have 3 of you guys voted for Macumon? It's kind of funny. But yeah, no, if I got a dev classified, that'd be like... That would be unthinkable. Yeah, it's fine. Definitely won't disappear. It's definitely going to come back down. Fortunately, other people are shooting at it, so it doesn't matter if I'm, like, too completely annihilated, but yeah. Hello. Seems like no one has faith in Goro's crate. Yeah, no, Diddy and Joven definitely get kind of forgotten. It does it's kind of interesting because they are in theory the biggest, most well-known of the developers that made Ghost Simulator. Like if you look at where they came from, Goro 7 was kind of just a developer. Macumon did a bit of code or a bit of modeling for stuff like Assassin, Super Obby Squads or something like that. Coven, I don't know if she did anything before Ghost Simulator. I think she did, but yeah. But yeah, the boss just doesn't exist for us right now, which is hilarious. But yeah. Yeah, no, the OBS in my computer, it's because my computer's slowing down. Every time my computer slows down, it's... Okay, the boss just doesn't exist for us. There it is. But yeah, every time my computer slows down, everything on my computer slows down, so... Rendering the frames for the camera, yeah. Loading the camera itself, it's not a great PC. I've been talking about upgrading for like years now. I'm not going to upgrade anytime soon, most likely. Yeah, no, it's definitely of everything going on, it's the best. Actually, audio is probably better than it. But yeah, no, it's since it's the camera itself is a separate device than my computer. Really, the lag is the OBS actually taking the information from the camera, which. you know, OBS is lagging, but basically its frame rate is whatever the frame rate of the recording is, more than like the computer frame rate. It doesn't need to do any processing for it. It just kind of, processing is already really done in the camera, and then just needs to display what it's processed, really. I'm helping, guys, I swear. The one shot I get in every 10 seconds will definitely do enough damage to make us win this fight. I don't know what you're talking about. This is such a low frame rate. Yeah, my camera's lagging so bad right now that I literally have given up. But yeah, my cat came and jumped and is now staring at me. She's probably going to jump onto my desk in like the next few seconds. Hello. I do kind of need to help these people, Jazzy. I'm sorry. I need to at least look like I'm helping. Hey, look at that. We are at like a solid 30 FPS now. The boss isn't in the arena, but alright, we'll go ahead and chuck a gum right now. Yeah, Coven definitely has a pretty good chest. I definitely have gotten quite lucky from that one. I mean, my first dev classified was followed shortly by the other one I got, but like the first one was the one from the Coven K chest. Anyways, let's go see. Yeah, Mackie definitely has the best classified, but Diddy board is the only good board. Diddy board is the worst board by a long shot. At least in my opinion. It's kind of just a mess. Makimon or Coven K's corrupted board is definitely a better one. Alright, so we have 5 keys. We're going to start with Goro, because this is the one that most of you guys were betting on. Or no, no one was betting on Goro, so good job, guys. We did only get a Lucha Chunks from this one, so yeah, nothing. Yeah, you know what? The sun is blue. From now on, the sun shall be blue. And then actually, no. Since I didn't allow you guys to vote for Diddy, we'll see what we get from Diddy. We got a mythical board. This is going to take a little bit of beating. It's actually one of the ones that people care a little bit more about for whatever reason, just because Phoenix. Anyways, one person voted for TXZ. And they got a legendary pet, so tied with Goro. But yeah, Coven, this is the one I think we'd get the best thing out of. Can it beat a mythical board? We got a legendary pet. We've gotten 3 legendary pets, so most likely we aren't going to go ahead and get a legendary pet from this one. Darkness got a legendary board, so he got a skill issue. And we got a Crippy Cat, which is the best thing out of all the stuff we got, but still not great. That was actually pretty poor opening. Yeah, I mean, Preppy Cat's at least somewhat cool. I guess out of the options, it was the best one, so you guys did vote for the correct one there. Yeah, Phoenix, you know, we'll take it. It doesn't count for game completion %, but oh well. Which one? I think there's actually 2 that are like that now. There's Easterland Terrarium, which has that, but I think there's also one from Christmas that has some trees in it. The grass outside my house is yellow. I don't know about whatever is outside your house, but yeah, no, it's kind of all dead. But yeah, the stats on our pets that we have equipped, Glitch Ghost is the best one, Rora is the next, and then Blue Bunny and Burrito are a little bit behind stat-wise. But yeah, those are our pets. Not the greatest, not stats in the world. But yeah, I think that'll be it for today's stream. I know we've only really streamed for about 20 minutes shorter than I generally do, but I'm going to be honest, I can't be bothered to do more grinding at this point. It just kind of is all a mess. Yeah, okay. With that, thank you guys for coming out. I will go ahead and end stream today. Update coming out on Friday. I will have a video for that update. And yeah, leaks have already been posted about it. Hopefully there will be more interesting stuff in that update than just what's been leaked. But most likely it will be a smaller update than usual, quality of life focused. Anyways, I'll see you guys later.